What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our Tales of the Rays video. The producer's letter is out, so we're going to be going over what's new in here. It doesn't look like there's a ton to go over here, and I guess that's to be expected because I feel like we're honestly, other than the 3 events we're getting this month, it's going to be a pretty quiet period in terms of updates and stuff, just because we're in between arcs. But let's just go ahead and hop in and see what we're going to be getting with the game. So, first thing we're going to be going over, they have some stuff for version 4.0.0, which is going to be releasing with the new arc, which obviously won't be this month because they didn't show it, but I assume that that's probably either going to be in September or October. Most likely September, but we'll see. So let's go over everything. This time we'll go deeper on how the enhancement system renewal will work. From last time's info, there's been the thought that characters with more equipment will have more stats, and there won't be much character balance. This is half correct, okay? The calculation isn't exactly as simple as just the parameter rising as you get more equipment, so the power levels between characters mostly balances out. The difference purely through implemented equipment will be about 5%. In any case, the game difficulty between characters will not change from before due to this update. Okay, so it sounds like it's still kind of vague about what this exactly means. I really don't know what to really make about this. I mean, saying the differences through implemented equipment will be about 5%. 5% what? What does that mean? I guess it's a 5% power difference? Possibly? I guess? So, like, if you're a character, let's think of a character that doesn't have a ton of stuff, like Ewan or Martel, compared to someone like Lloyd. I guess it'll be a 5% difference, like Lloyd will be 5% stronger, but that's not really that different because characters with more 5 stars were always more powerful anyway when you got their dupes in, so that's not really too much of a difference, I guess. Concerning collab characters, it may seem like the system would put them at a large disadvantage because they lack so much equipment. As we've stated before, we have been making collab characters on the stronger. I assume the person translating meant to write on the stronger side. Because we want people coming from the collab side to be able to enjoy playing them. So we would like to make sure they aren't at a disadvantage by giving equipment parameters the values of one Mirage Art and one 5-star by default. Well, might have to rerun the Sword Art collab for that to be true. But other than that, yeah, I agree. For spheres, they'll be decided by equipment level instead of held equipment amount. Okay, so that means for like the tower, how many spheres you get, I guess. And the biggest question, what about stat sticks? Sorry for not explaining last time. I didn't realize it was such a big issue. So to state things shortly, stat sticks will not be possible. However, in order to support characters who have 0 equipment we are planning a system which we call Master Disciple System. With this system, the Disciple character will be able to temporarily borrow the Master character. What do you mean Disciple? Okay. More confusing stuff. The Disciple character will be able to temporarily borrow the Master character stats. The amount of Disciples a Master can hold and the amount of stats they can lend will be decided by character points, which will increase when max limit broken equipment is sold. So at the update, max limit broken that are auto sold will be converted into character points. So any characters with multiple LB'd equipment will work as good master characters. We'd like to implement this with 4.0, but it may come at version 4.1. Okay. What does that even mean? Okay, this is super confusing. I was confused last month when they talked about this, but I'm even more confused now. What's a disciple character? So I guess you have, like, the character that you're actually using in battle, you can equip another character to that character, and it gives that character a buff, I guess? This is one of those things where, until it's actually implemented in the game, we're really not going to fully understand what's going on, but it sounds like you're going to get something called character points when you get dupes that come after the max limit break, and you'll be able to use those points on characters. Okay. So what about characters like Caius who get changed arts with such an enhancement? How can we keep separate copies? Well, after the update, You'll be able to choose whatever art enhanced level you want after you enhance them. So for arts with knockback, for example, you can freely change all the art enhanced levels and decide what you like. Another feature we're adding is a dictionary of sorts. It'll include info about all the special words and places, etc. in the Raise world, so you can check it to refresh your memory whenever there's something you can't remember in the story. That's pretty cool. We will be making the stat shift depending on the set arts. For example, hybrids will get more spell attack stat if they equip more spells on their art set. Okay, so if you have a character that is a melee attacker and a spell attacker, their stats will differentiate based on what you have, which arts are equipped. Okay. In order to calm down the camera, we will be implementing a feature to cut off the camera zoom after activating Master Art. So when you activate a 5-star, it'll do like a camera zoom on the character, which may screw you over. For example, if you're not controlling that character, like if the AI just does a Master Art, you won't be looking at your own character for a few seconds. So that's kind of annoying. But that's a nice fix. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff for one update, but please look forward to it when it comes in autumn. Also, we're trying to figure out ways to make equipping multiple arts work without crashing the data loads. What do you mean equipping multiple arts? We can already equip multiple arts. Unless they mean more than 4. There's so much about this that I don't know if it's the translation itself or if it's just how it was actually written in Japanese, but a lot of this just doesn't make sense to me. And, you feel free to leave a comment down below what you think about all this, but there's just so much about this that doesn't make any sense to me, and I'm honestly going to have to wait until it's actually released in the game to really understand, because even this right here, trying to figure a way to make equipping multiple arts work without crashing data loads, I mean, we already have 4 arts equipped at a time anyway. But, I guess we'll see. Autumn event schedule. Autumn? We're not in autumn. There's still summer. Alright, well, whatever. Tales of Hearts are night pool event with Innis, middle of autumn. It's summer, and summer means the ocean, but who cares? We're doing a night pool event. And Innis the merchant, also someone who holds a magnificently styled... Okay. Wow. Okay, okay, producer. Well, we don't need to read all that. And so we thought a night pool event would be more fitting for someone such as Innis, and it's not just the setting that's going to be exciting. Hearts R was a game truly respected swimsuits with 2 sets for each character, and even a changing Mystic Art cut-in. So we'll be implementing their swimsuit cut-ins with this event. I mean, that seems kind of favoritism heavy. I mean, I get it because it was something that already existed in the game, but I was actually just saying the other day that, like, it would be kind of cool if, like, all the seasonals and stuff had their own specific cut-ins. But then again, this wouldn't be the first time that we got special cut-ins. Like, the decisive mirage arts for Yuri, Saray, and Jude all got special cut. Like, Jude got his Zillia 2 cut-in. Yuri got a special cut. I forget what his cut-in was for. I think it's just, like, for his second Mystic Art. And then, Saray got his Armatization cut-in. So, I guess, and plus we do have the Spirit Gear cut-ins, which are different. So, I guess it's not that bad. Okay, Tales of Legendia, Yukata event with Will, late August. Why is this at middle of autumn, late August? What's the okay, whatever. A Legendia event to commemorate the 15th anniversary. Following swimsuits will be a Yukata event. And finally, the Muscle Hammer Man, who's actually a natural historian. Will is here. It's pretty cool to see Will. I wasn't expecting him already. But it's nice to see we're finally getting towards those last few characters we're missing. We're getting another Unison attack in late August, which is the co-op mode. And these are the so the characters that will be in this will be Zelos, Velvet, Mint, Lloyd, Kratos, Luke, Raven, Saray, Edna, Zavid, Aizen, Eleanor, Lila. Little spelling error there. Sheena, Yuri, Rita, Hubert, Malik, and Laphicet. Oh, okay, so it's all the... Okay, so the voice actors who were supposed to appear at Tales of Festival 2020. Their characters are here. Also, as stated before, all the characters this time will be receiving badges. Spirit Gear, set number 8 with Yuri, Flynn, and Rapide, late autumn. Autumn is still such a weird whatever. It's the Downtown Trio from Vesperia, and yesterday's PV was released on Vesperia's 12th anniversary. We really wanted these characters to get their Spirit Gears together. As probably expected, Yuri is dark, Flynn is light, and Rapide is wind. Yuri is dark, and Flynn is... Yeah, you just said that. Reminds me of the OP lyrics. And I really love Yuri's Spirit Gear. So cool. I can only say the same for Flynn and Rapides. Look forward to them. Also, it'll be a bit before we can get Arc 4 started, but we're blasting forth with events, so enjoy. So that's pretty much everything here. I mean, this month is very exciting when it comes to events. So obviously, you know, there were some people that did leave a comment on my previous video saying that they thought this might be like a split PV, but there's 0% chance of that. Especially after reading this, there's nothing that says, oh, expect more information. I never thought there would be more, because it's like 3 events in 1 month is pretty much the most we could expect. So like, the Hearts R event starts on Monday, which is the 10th. And then I figure it's probably going to go for like 10 or 11 days. No, not even. It's probably only going to be like 9 or 10 days, honestly, because if they have to fit 3 months in, and this one's starting on the 10th, I expect that the Legendary event will start on the 20th, and it'll go until like the 31st. And then the Spirit Gear event will probably go from the 31st all the way until, you know, the middle of next month. So there's no room for, like, the new story art, which wasn't going to start this month anyway. We already pretty much knew that because they said it was coming in fall, and August is still part of summer. So at the very earliest, the end of September will be when we see this new arc start, or maybe we might not see it start until October. It just depends when they get the new arc stuff ready. But this is all pretty exciting. I said pretty much what I can say about this new equipment system overhaul. Until I actually see it in the game, you know, these brief sentences that they give us really doesn't tell me too much. Other than the fact that the arts that you have overall are going to contribute to your character's power, and then we obviously know, based on what they've said before, that, you know, the arts and the weapons will be separate. So if you like, like for example, I don't know what it's actually, I don't know them by art names, but Ix has some 3-star arts that I really like using, but I don't use all of them because I don't want to lower my stats to that point. I like having my stats as high as they can be, so with this new update, it won't matter which arts you have equipped, your power is still going to be the same. So you can just use the arts that you're comfortable using gameplay-wise, which is definitely very important for a game like this. But I don't know what else to say on that. You know, obviously there are some unique characters, like they mentioned here, Caius, where you need different enhancement levels for the art to do different things. And then there's this whole master-disciple system, where I guess one character can borrow another character's stats, so we'll have to see what that's about. So much to kind of take in here. And then we also have the equipment level, which we don't understand as well. So it's just going to be a lot. When we get to version 4.0, we will obviously understand better. And it'll release with Arc 4, which means at the very earliest, it'll be at the end of September. Because if it's releasing with the... Well, not necessarily, because we could get the Arc 4 update, you know, where we can see the opening for the arc without the chapter actually being out yet. So, you know, they could do the Arc 4 update at the end of this month. You know, let's say that they did with the Vesperia Spirit Gear event. We could definitely get it there and then move forward from that. But then again, they did say that the Master and Disciple system might not come until version 4.1, so that might be a bit later in the year. But definitely by the end of this year, all this stuff will be in here. But other than that, not too much to say here. I will be skipping summoning on the first 2 events here, As cool as some of these are, you know, I would definitely love a Mirage Art for Shing, as well as a second Mirage Art for Norma or Groon. But, and Will, of course, I really like him as a character, but I really just want to save for this Vesperia thing, because I want to get some 5 stars for sure for all 3 of these characters. It'll be a lot easier to get their 5 stars here rather than waiting for, you know, the next raid event that they're on or whatever to try and do it with 4 characters. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Whenever they already started posting the stuff for the new event, so like I said, the Tales of Hearts event will be starting on Monday, which is kind of crazy because it actually feels like the first event that we got, or not first event, but the boss event that we got just started, but it's actually almost to a close here in like 2.5 days. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.